Welcome, agents. In this explainer, we're going to walk you through the official protocol for requesting, tracking, and logging all your site trips. Following this process is the only way to guarantee you get full credit for every single client visit. So let's make sure all your hard work really pays off. Think about it. You're out there every day, hustling, building relationships, and closing those deals. But is all that effort actually being recorded? This isn't just about getting a pat on the back, It directly impacts your performance reviews, your path to promotion, and your incentives. So today, we're diving into the system that's designed to protect and reward all that hard work. So here's how we'll break it all down. We'll start with why the system is so darn critical. Then, we'll go step by step through the whole process, from requesting a trip and getting it confirmed, all the way to logging your work. And we'll wrap up with the non-negotiable golden rules and a super quick recap to make sure everything is crystal clear.
All right, so why do we even have such a structured process? It's simple, really. It's to move from a world of confusion, missed requests, and uncredited work, to a system where every single bit of effort you make is guaranteed to be counted.
Here's the bottom line. Following these steps isn't about red tape. It is the only official way to make sure your site trips contribute directly to your career growth here at Mount Moriah. This is how you build your official track record of success. Okay, let's get to the first thing you need to do, making the request. Getting this right from the very beginning saves time for you, for the admins, and most importantly, it gets your client on site way faster.
Preparation is everything. Before you even think about sending a request, you have to have the client's confirmed name and contact number, the exact site you're targeting, and a preferred time ready to go. Incomplete requests just create delays for everyone involved.
Okay, listen up, because this is huge. The official group chat is your single source of truth. This is the one and only channel for all site tripping requests. Save it, bookmark it, because if a request is made anywhere else, well, it simply doesn't exist in our system. Let's see what that means in practice.
This makes the rule perfectly clear, right? All requests must go through the official Site Tripping Group Chat, or GC. No personal messages to an admin, no dropping it in another team chat, and absolutely no verbal instructions. If your request isn't in the official GC, it is considered not requested. It's that simple.
And here's exactly how you make the request. You've got to use this exact standard format. Honestly, just copy and paste it if you have to. Filling this out completely lets our admins process your request almost instantly without any back and forth questions. It's all about speed and efficiency.
Let's talk about a critical step that agents sometimes miss, waiting for that official confirmation. Just because you sent the request doesn't mean your trip is scheduled. Remember, it's not official until you hear back from an admin.
This is what you're waiting for, an official reply from an admin, right there in that same group chat, confirming your schedule. Please, do not promise a time or a date to your client until you see this confirmation message. Without it, you do not have a schedule.
Okay, the trip is confirmed and you've completed it. Awesome. Now for the final step, which happens after the visit. This part is absolutely mandatory for closing the loop and, you guessed it, getting credit for your hard work.
So, on the day of the trip itself, your professionalism is on full display. Be there for your client, of course, confirm they actually attended, and if there are any delays, cancellations, or changes, you need to report them immediately back in the official group chat. Communication is everything.
All right, the trip is done, but your job isn't quite over. You must log the activity in the official Mount Moriah system or app. This isn't optional, folks. This single action is what connects your effort to your official performance record.
When you log your trip, you'll be asked to fill out these 5 key fields: the date, the site, the client's full name, the final status of the trip, whether they attended, canceled, or rescheduled, and any brief remarks on the outcome. It's clear, simple, and seriously, it takes just a minute.
Okay, if you forget everything else from this explainer, please burn these next 3 rules into your memory. These are the absolute, unshakable truths of the site tripping process. First, and most importantly, if the request is not in the official group chat, it will not be scheduled. Period. There are absolutely no exceptions. Second, if you do not receive a confirmation reply from an admin in that chat, the trip is not official. You cannot just assume it's on the books. And third, and this is the one that impacts you directly, if you do not log the completed trip in the system, you get 0 credit for it.
And this is exactly why this all matters. No credit is not just some phrase. It means that site trip will not be counted towards your attendance, your performance metrics, your eligibility for promotion, or any of those incentives and awards. This directly impacts your income and your career progression.
Okay, that was a lot of information I know. So let's quickly recap the entire process from beginning to end with a simple checklist for success.
Here it is, your 7-step path. 1. Prepare your details. 2. Request in the official GC. 3. Use the standard format. 4. Wait for that confirmation. 5. Attend the trip and report any changes. 6. Log it in the system. And 7. Verify your record shows up correctly. Follow these steps and you'll never miss out on credit again.
So, what should you do right now? First, take a minute to review your recent site trips. Are they all properly logged in the system? Second, save that official group chat link to your favorites so it's always just one click away. And finally, if you're ever unsure about a request, just contact an admin.
Look, by following this system, you're not just following rules or completing a task. You are taking control of your performance record. You're actively building a professional, successful, and well-documented career. Now, the only question left is, are you ready to make every single effort count?